Alright, I mentioned at the beginning of this thing so long ago. I do hope the microphone on this camera is still working, because I may have wasted a lot of time. That we could edit The Lord of the Rings. We could do, I'd like to do a 10th anniversary edition, or call it the 3rd edition, because the first edition would be the theatrical cut, 2nd edition is extended, 3rd edition is the new thing. So what do you do for that? First, you go through practically every effects shot, and you can probably layer on, you know, a little more detail, a little more, because technology is always improving. Just go over like everything. I noticed the eye of Sauron does not look as cool as in Fellowship as it does in Return of the King. So take how cool it looked there and transfer that back into the previous films. Things like that. Other little things to change. And of course, you're going to say back from changing things, I said earlier, pulling the George Lucas. Oh, some of the Star Wars fans were so mad about the special edition. Well, hear me out on this. Rule 1, every edition should remain available till the end of time. Possibly on the same disc. I mean, we got Blu-ray and everything, or in the same box set. You could have, you know, all these. You can just put in the thing. Okay, would you like to watch theatrical cut, extended cut, or 10th anniversary edition? So it's there. So if you don't like this new version, you can just watch one of the older versions. It's fine. I think that would go a long way to alleviate the problems. Another thing it'd be nice is if you could you make the new version of it, and then for anything important that gets changed, not just like an effects thing, but you changed, you know, some lines, you changed some, you know, the way something worked out, put that up on the website and let fans see it and let them comment on it, and maybe even give you ideas on how to make it better, and so that way people won't feel as like shocked when the new version comes out and it's all different. I'm so angry. But things to change. I do have a question. Now, this could easily be just a simple little thing I've missed. You know, in Return of the King, they go up to Sauron and he's like, Gandalf, how would you feel when you sent the Hobbit to his doom? Like, what Hobbit? You mean Frodo and Sam? At the ring? Does Saruman know about that? Does he, I mean, where did he know about that? Like, well, Gandalf told him that they found the ring in the Shire, but he didn't say that they were going to use hobbits as the ring bearer. So Saruman would know that. Now, he did send that flock of crows off to spy on them, so he must have seen there were 4 hobbits there via the crows. So I guess he could presume that one of those is the ring bearer. He doesn't really know that, does he? If he does know that there's a hobbit, or 2, I forget exactly what he said, I should go look it up, that Gandalf has sent to his doom, or whatever, then surely Sauron also knows this. Because surely Sauron would tell him with the Palantir that he holds up helpfully at the top of Orthanc. And if Saruman knows, then why doesn't he put some double guard along the entrances to Mordor, you know, and when they find the hobbits, or they find Frodo after Shelob and all that, they'd be like, wait a minute, we were told that there might be a hobbit with the one ring in these parts. Let's check. Oh, he doesn't have it. Oh, well, let's check around. Maybe there's, you know, I don't know. I just sort of want, maybe there's something I missed, something I forgot exactly. Another thing, Gandalf's death. And you're like, oh, you don't want to change that. That was so cool. The deal is, he's on the bridge of Khazad-dûm, and he has to take a stand against the Balrog because they're too close now for him to effectively run away. The Balrog would just, like, hit him in the back. Okay. So he goes, you shall not pass, this awesome deal. He smacks his cane. Dang you, telephones. Wait for that. But with my luck, they'll just call on the other line. Possibly I'm going to splice that out. Start with me waiting. He smacks his staff down against the bridge to, like, nuke the bridge so that when the Balrog steps on it, he, like, falls on the giant cavern thing. First off, did the Balrog not know that we just nuked the bridge a moment ago? Did he not see that? Like, wata? Like, maybe he was just being like, oh, frig you, Gandalf. I'm not, you know. That's not much of a problem. More of a problem is the fact that the Balrog has wings. If the Balrog steps on the thing and it gives way, why doesn't he just flap his wings a couple of times and then land on Gandalf's side of the bridge and then kill Gandalf? Or something. I mean, we do explain why he doesn't come up like 10 minutes later and then go off searching for him, and that's because Gandalf falls down with him and stabs him in the freaking face or whatever. Which is such an awesome way to begin Two Towers. Oh my gosh. Frick you, Balrog. Oh, man. So, yeah, why doesn't he just... Oh no, here it is! Ha! I have wings! A little weird. Also, and they said this in the commentary, the director commentary, whatever, which is the one I've watched, or just recently watched. I should watch the rest of the commentaries when I get around to it. But I think it was Philippa said, like, some people wonder, why do they hold the hobbits back here? Why didn't they go help Gandalf? And yada yada. It was because his side of the bridge was in a bad way. It was about to collapse. Was it now? Because there's not a single shot that I saw of like cracks forming in, you know, his side of the bridge, or like rubble coming off the sides, or like the whole thing kind of goes like, you know, and falls like 15 degrees, and like, oh crap, you know, clearly the bridge is going to fall. Clearly, if we run up to give Gandalf a hand, then, you know, we'll all die. You know, there's no shot which shows that. Why don't we show that? Why don't we have Gandalf smash the thing? This side of the like in front of him, the bridge takes it really hard, but behind him, the bridge takes it pretty hard. You know, not quite as hard, but pretty bad. So then, Balrog steps, Balrog falls. Gandalf, you know, gets knocked down the thing, grabs the edge. As he grabs, his weight, it's like, you know, pushes that bridge just a little bit farther. So now, like, all these little cracks are falling, and then you know, goblin arrows or whatever. And he's like, "Fly, you fools!" And he's like, "No." You know, I do like the he lets go rather than waiting for the bridge to collapse. That he makes the decision for himself, but make it clear that within, you know, a minute or so, or especially if someone had run up on top of the bridge to get Gandalf, that wouldn't have worked at all. Now back to the Balrog with his wings. Wouldn't it be cool, and wouldn't it make sense that when Gandalf nukes the bridge, he's also hurting the Balrog somehow? He goes, and that like big white light or something, and bang, that hurts the bridge, and like, you know, like as part of the same thing, or as like a piece of light shoots out or something, but it also like, you know, either a big flashlight or like a bolt of light, or like, I don't know. As it hits the bridge, he's also like hurts the Balrog, and then immediately it takes his step, right? If the Balrog is hurt, that helps to explain why he doesn't immediately fly. Like, well, he's sort of hurt. He's been like, freaking, and then steps on the thing. Oh, crap! And he's still, like, sort of writhing for, you know, just a couple of seconds, which is enough to send him significantly down. And then by that time, Gandalf has dropped down and starts stabbing the Balrog, which increasingly prohibits him from just flying back up again and finding all the Fellowship. Yeah, that would be nice. That would be very nice. Other things to edit. I mentioned before Bilbo, why doesn't he, you know, why doesn't evil things start happening to him so fast when he puts on the ring? I think, you know, the effect that Frodo has, he puts on the ring and then it's like, when it's all like flickering everywhere. Bilbo should have that, but to a much lesser extent. Maybe it should be like vaguely creepy, like, and he's just, and he maybe gets just a vague idea. That's sort of creepy. It's just a weird little feeling he gets when he's invisible. He doesn't want to do that all the time. And then when we get to the Fellowship of the Ring, it's like, and it's like, oh crap, that's real power there. That's real important.